Hey friends, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, thanks for joining. My name is Brandy. Some of you may know me as Live with Biv on Instagram. I do also have a blog at livewithbiv.com. Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified of new videos. So today I'm going to be reviewing two collections for you in one video. So I did a poll on Instagram asking if you guys wanted to see just the Essie Expressie Dial It Up collection or the Essie Expressie Dial It Up collection with the Essie Spring collection. Or is it fall? I don't know, because spring looks like this. Pastel colors. There ain't no pastel colors in this collection. Where are they, Essie? Where they at? Actually, there is one kind of pastel polish in the collection, so you guys know that's probably my fave. But anyway, the poll results were split exactly 50-50. So I decided to go ahead and do both collections in this video just so that I can keep cranking out videos of new collections for you guys. So if you're only interested in the spring collection, I will go ahead and leave a timestamp down below so you can go ahead and skip ahead. Or if you're only interested in the Essie Expressie Dial It Up collection, I'll go ahead and do that first, and you can just stop watching after that. Deal? Deal. Alright, so let's get started on the Essie Expressie Dial It Up collection. So if you guys are unfamiliar with the Essie Expressie line, it is a quick dry polish line, and they came out with it maybe, I can't remember, is it 1 year ago? Or 2 years ago? Because 2020 lasted forever, so it was 1 or 2 years ago. So I do have reviews of all of the colors in the core collection, except maybe the black in past reviews. So I'll go ahead and link those above. So as far as the Dial It Up collection goes, I did purchase these online at Ulta. They do still currently have them available online. I don't believe they're available in Ulta stores yet though. The only store that I have seen this collection is Fred Meyer, of course, in the Seattle area. Fred Meyer always has all of the new collections randomly. It's just a grocery store, so thank you, Fred Meyer. But anyways, this collection is a 10 polish collection, and it's kind of based around the 1990s, specifically 1999 leading up into Y2K. Who all remembers Y2K and thinking the world was gonna end? I sure did. Where were you in 1999? Leave me a comment down below. I was in college in 1999, and those were the days. Like, I love the 80s and the 90s. I don't know if it's because I grew up in the 80s and 90s, but they were so fun. So anyways, back to the polishes. There are 3 shimmers in the collection. There are 3 translucents in the collection, which is basically a sheer polish. And there are 4 cream colors. These colors are gorgeous. If you aren't a fan of the Essie Spring collection, which I'm not the biggest fan of the spring collection, I feel like the spring collection this year is more of a fall collection. Spring is pastels. Then the Dial It Up collection does have some springy colors for you guys to go ahead and purchase. All right, let's get into the polishes. Okay, so our first polish is Mall Crawler. This is one of the translucent polishes. I did 3 coats here in the live swatch and 3 coats in the swatch picture. Mall Crawler is described as a sheer light pink with cool undertones and a translucent cream finish. And then next up we have another one of the translucent finish polishes. This is Turn Up the Century. Again, I did 3 coats of this polish. It's described as a sheer magenta with cool undertones. I did not do any comparisons for any of these translucent polishes because I have nothing like them. Here you can see Mall Crawler compared to Turn Up the Century. Mall Crawler is a little bit more of a cotton candy pink, whereas Turn Up the Century is a little bit more fuchsia-ish. And then next we have Skip the Track, another translucent polish, another 3-coater. Skip the Track is described as a sheer lavender gray with cool undertones. And I actually did do a comparison for this polish. I wanted to compare it to Bangle Jangle. I love me some Bangle Jangle, and I love comparing purples, especially purpley grays, to see how they compare. Clearly, Bangle Jangle is a cream finish, so it's pretty opaque on that first coat. And then you can see here just kind of how they apply differently. Obviously, the translucent finish is much more sheer. And you can see here, they're pretty much in the same kind of color family here, but they are definitely not dupes. All right, and this absolutely gorgeous polish is in the Modem. This is a 2-coater, so I did 2 coats in the live swatch, 2 coats in the swatch picture. It's described as a light gray with blue undertones. I compared this polish here to Sage You Love Me. I also noticed after the fact that this polish is a pretty minty looking polish on the video, but it's not really necessarily minty. It's just more sage. I compared bottles of Empowerment, Blossom Dandy, and Mint Candy Apple to this polish after I noticed how minty it looks, and it's definitely more of a sage compared to those polishes. And then next up we have Dial It Up, the namesake for the collection. This is described as a deep purple with blue undertones and a shimmer finish. This polish is gorgeous. You all know I love the shimmers and the tone-on-tone pearls, all of that good stuff, so I'm definitely loving this one. This is a 2-coater. I did 2 coats in the live swatch and 2 coats in the swatch picture. Okay, and then we have this gorgeous yellow. This is Shook. This is a 2 to 3 coater. I did 3 coats here in the live swatch, 3 coats in the swatch picture. It just still looked a little bit streaky, so I just had to give it one more coat. This is described as a bright yellow with green undertones, and it's actually a little bit more pastel than it's showing up as. It's definitely not a true pastel at all, but it's a little bit lighter than it's showing up. Yellow polishes are so hard to capture accurately on camera. And then here you can see the comparisons. I compared it to Hey There, Avant Garment, and Atelier at the Bay. And then here I also compared it to Orly Lemonade, OPI Don't Tell a Soul, and Essie Summer Solstice. Okay, and next up we have Millennium Momentum. This is a 2-coater. I did 2 coats in the live swatch, 2 coats in the swatch picture. Some people may actually want to do a 3rd coat on this one, but I was totally fine with 2 coats. This is described as a muted nude beige with cool undertones. I compared this polish to Rainwear Don't Care, Saint-Tropez, and Passport to Sail. I would say that Saint-Tropez and Rainwear Don't Care were probably the closest. I also compared it to Elle Polish Oat Milk, but you can see the oat milk is quite a bit lighter. Okay, and then we have this crazy looking green. This is We Don't Mesh. This is a 3-coater. It's described as a green yellow with cool undertones and a shimmer finish. So this is one of those greens that I'm kind of uncomfortable with, but I'm kind of starting to get more used to them as they're getting more popular. So yeah, they're kind of growing on me. I did find that this polish was a little bit streaky. I almost could have even done a 4th coat, but it's still pretty. I did compare this to Zoya Nico and Zoya Eunice. You can see no dupes here. And then I also compared it to China Glaze It's All Techno, Olive Ave Lyra, and Essie Come On Clover. That good old puke green you guys might remember from the Essie Midsummer collection. Okay, and next up we have What the Tech. This is a 1-coater. This polish is beautiful. This is described as a deep charcoal with shimmer finish, and I compared this one to Empire Shade of Mine and Over the Edge. Over the Edge looks pretty close, but it's a lot more sheer than What the Tech. I need 3 coats for over the edge to be completely opaque. So I definitely recommend What the Tech. It's beautiful. Okay, and then we have Up, Up, and Away Message. This is a 2-coater. This is described as a blue teal with yellow undertones. When I first saw this polish, I was like, okay, this looks a lot like In the Cabana. So here you can see me comparing Up, Up, and Away Message to In the Cabana. And you can see here that In the Cabana is much brighter. They're both beautiful polishes though. And then as I got to looking in my nail stash, I decided that I needed to also compare Essie Expressie Recharge to Take Charge to see how it compared to Up, Up, and Away. And you guys can see that here. I would say there are no dupes here. Okay, so now we're getting into the spring collection. This first polish is Cacti on the Prize. This is a muted neutral green with yellow undertones. This is gorgeous. This is a 2-coater. I did 2 coats here in the live swatch, 2 coats in the swatch picture. And you can see me comparing it here to Essie Expressie Speed of Life from the Speed of Life collection that so many people had problems finding. And it's fairly similar. Speed of Life is a little bit more yellow. I actually like Cacti on the Prize more. So if you're looking for a polish that's kind of similar to Speed of Life, get Cacti on the Prize. And next up is Light as Lemon. This is a milky brown with refined red pearl. This is a very unusual polish. So you can see in the swatch picture, it looks almost orange. In real life, it almost looked green with orange shimmer in some lighting. And then of course on video here, it looks brown with orange shimmer. So it's super interesting. I will not be wearing this during the springtime, but this will be on my nails all the time in the fall. So I always try to think about that when I see collections, whether or not I will wear this in another season or not. And then I'll go ahead and purchase it if I'm gonna wear it in another season, because you never know when you'll want a polish that is no longer available. Okay, and then Get Oasis. So I have a love-hate relationship with this polish. I love the color, but I'm not the biggest fan of the formula. So I needed 3 coats for this polish, and it took forever to dry, even with the Seche Vite Dry Fast top coat. So I had a good 2 hours before I went to bed after applying this, and I still woke up with bed sheet marks on my nail polish. So super frustrating. It's a gorgeous color, described as a fresh, airy white pearl with a hint of warmth. You can see All Daisy Long is clearly not a dupe. And then Sweet Souffle is pretty close. I did do bottle shots here just to show you how they compared. And you can see in the middle we have Get Oasis. And then you can see All Daisy Long kind of almost has like that greenish turquoisey shimmer in it. And Sweet Souffle, it looks like, has a little bit less shimmer here. Okay, and then we have You Know the Espadrille. So this, oh my gosh, this looks like so folly. So this polish is what I hoped fall for NYC was going to be when it came out, because if you remember, that polish was described as a mustard yellow, but it was orange. So this polish is also described as a mustard yellow with warm undertones, and I totally will be wearing this in the fall. It's gorgeous. I did 2 coats here in the live swatch and 3 coats in the swatch picture. So here I have it compared to Don't Hate, Curate from the Essie Expressie collection, Fall for NYC, and Energized and Wise. And you can see that I have no true mustard yellows here. So I'm glad to have this in my collection. And then here we have Retreat Yourself. This is a 2-coater. This described as a muted rose with refined tone-on-tone pearl. Again, I'm not going to wear this in the spring, but it will be gorgeous in the fall. And then here you see it compared to Let It Glow, which it's pretty similar to, but a little bit darker. And then I also compared it to Homegrown and Reach New Heights, which are not similar in any shape or form. But I thought I would do it anyways. Okay, and next up is Infinity Cool. So I do 1 coat here in the live swatch and 2 coats in the swatch picture. This is a deep, true navy blue cream. This is gorgeous. Here we have it compared to Booties on Broadway, Bobbing for Baubles, and After School Boy Blazer. And you can see it truly is a true navy. I love this one. All right, so what did you guys think about the Essie Expressie Dial It Up collection? I'm definitely a fan. The formulas are gorgeous. I'm not the biggest fan of the 3 translucent polishes. My nail line isn't the greatest, so I'm not typically a fan of sheer polishes. I would say that the purple is almost opaque enough to where I am a fan of that color. I love purplish grays. So as far as my favorite polish from the Essie Dial It Up collection, this polish in the Modem is absolutely stunning. You need this polish in your life. It's gorgeous. Great formula, 2-coater. Just get it. It'll be perfect. It'll be the perfect neutral. I'm loving these grayish green polishes. I think they're the perfect neutral color for spring, for summer, for basically any time. So get your hands on this one. I would have to say my least favorite from this collection, although I love this name because I grew up in malls. This is Mall Crawler. It's just too sheer for me. Not a fan. Okay, so which polish from the Essie Spring collection is your fave? Let me know. Let me know if you guys are super excited about these polishes or if you're kind of like I am, like where are our pastels? I'm curious to know. But as far as my fave, this is Cacti on the Prize. Once again, it's like these green polishes, man. They've got me. This is the most pastel of any of the polishes, so that's my fave. As far as my least fave polish from this collection goes, it's Retreat Yourself. I mean, this is going to be gorgeous in the fall, but I am not going to wear this until fall. So let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know what you think about the Essie Expressie Dial It Up collection. Let me know what you think about the Essie Spring collection and which polishes are your faves. And coming up soon, I'm hoping to have a Lights Lacquer review video up midweek. And then coming up next week, I'm hoping to have the Orly Spring 2021 collection. Hope you guys all have a great Sunday. I'll see you Wednesday. Bye!